Hi, I'm Suzanne Doyle-Ingram, and I'm so excited to do this presentation today. I was actually asked to do this presentation last Friday at Leah Gord's Soul and Strategy Retreat, and it felt like a really great presentation with lots of positive feedback, but it wasn't recorded. So I thought, okay, when I get back to my office on Monday, I'm going to record this for the people on my list and my Facebook group. So here we go. The topic is taking imperfect action. How flying by the seat of your pants can actually help grow your business. Now, Leah asked me to speak about taking imperfect action because I do it all the time, but it wasn't always like that. I'm actually a recovering perfectionist. I used to have what's called paralysis by analysis, meaning that I used to take a really, really long time to write one email or write one blog post because I was so worried about how it would be received, or if people were going to criticize me, or even, knowing what to write about or what to talk about. It was just very self-limiting. So taking imperfect action is all about taking action quickly without waiting for things to be perfect. And that's what I do in my business now. And I'd like to give you a little example. About 2 weeks ago, I did a video about how you can write a book quickly for business owners, and you may have seen it. It was on my Facebook page. It's had tons of views. Anyways, I did that video in 3 minutes and 43 seconds, and I didn't edit it. As soon as I was done, I uploaded it to YouTube, I uploaded it to Facebook, and I put it on my blog. The thing about that video is that I had, like I said, tons of views. It only took me 3 minutes and 43 seconds. And then I got probably 8 to 10 strong leads for my book publishing program. So if I hadn't done that video, that would have been all that business lost, right? Taking imperfect action can grow your business so quickly you would not even believe it. And I'm going to give you an example. So that video that I did was 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Uploading it to YouTube and Facebook probably took, and then putting on my blog, altogether was probably 20 minutes. Now, I know that most of us that have blogs try to do one blog post a week, but realistically, most people do one blog post a month. And you watching may agree with that, right? So if you do one blog post a month, at the end of the year, you're going to have 12 new pages on your website, 12 blog posts. I hate it when that happens. And I'm taking imperfect action right now, and I'm not stopping this video. They can wait. All right, so if you do one blog post a month, at the end of the year, you're going to have 12 blog posts, right? Well, think about this for a second. I did that video in 3 minutes. Putting it up on YouTube, Facebook, and my website took about 20 minutes altogether. So in an hour, I could do 3 videos. At the end of the week, if I do that Monday to Friday, at the end of the week, I'd have 15 new videos on my YouTube channel. I'd have 15 new videos on my Facebook page, and I'd have 15 new blog posts. Because what you can also do is take your iPhone, and there's a notepad section. You can speak into your notepad click on the little microphone icon, speak into it, say exactly what you said in the video, and it's transcribed right away. You copy and paste that into your blog, and there's your blog post. So the blog post would consist of the video embedded and the words, which is great for SEO. All right, so if you did that, do you think you could do that? At the end of 1 year, you would have 780 videos on your YouTube channel. You would have 780 videos on your Facebook business page, and you'd have 780 blog posts on your blog. It's really doable. I'm not just pulling this out of thin air. So who do you think your target market would choose to work with? Someone with 12 blog posts and no videos, no nothing, or someone with 780 YouTube videos and 780 blog posts, etc. Doing things quickly, sometimes you screw up. Sometimes there's a phone ringing in the middle of your video. Oh no, everyone's gonna hate me. It's like, it's okay to be human. So let me move on here and go to my next, I got some notes here because this is, okay, so if taking imperfect action is such a great thing to do, why is it so hard to do it? It's because we all have that little voice up here that says things like, you can't do this. Now, I always say to people, that little voice is there for a reason. It's there to protect us and to stop us from putting our fingers in light sockets. It's there to protect us and stop us from jumping off a cliff, doing dangerous things. But 99% of the time, it just holds us back. It makes us feel like we're not good enough, really. And we have thoughts like, I just don't have quite all the skills that I need. I can't do this because I don't have the skills. I can't do this because I have some of the skills but not everything. Or I need to get my certification. Once I have that certification, then I can really put myself out there. Or things like, with women making videos, I got to do my hair and I got to get dressed up and all that. I don't even do that anymore. The last video I did, I was in a tree. So don't worry about that. All these things are just there to hold you back from really reaching your full potential. And, it's just not worth it to yourself to listen to those little voices and stop doing what you need to do to grow your business. So the consequences of not taking imperfect action is that you miss opportunities. There's tons of opportunities that are invisible, that are swirling around right now, and you don't even know it because you're not getting them. So get yourself out there, get visible, put yourself out there. You have to do it quickly because money loves speed. And I'll say that again, money loves speed. Your business will grow faster if you take action quickly. You can always correct something if it's really bad, but money loves speed, so remember that, okay? And now, what could go wrong? Well, you could make a mistake. I've made lots and lots of mistakes. Don't worry about it. People love to see that you're human. People can't really relate to someone who's perfect. So it's important that, warts and all, you just be yourself. If you make a mistake, try again. And don't worry about it. Move on. It's not really about the mistake. It's how you handle it. So if you can apologize, take responsibility for it, and move on, that's all you need to do. So how do you know if you should take imperfect action or not? I have 3 criteria, okay? So the first thing is, if you're thinking about, I'm going to make a video or I'm going to do this or that, and to test whether or not you really should take imperfect action or not, the first thing is anyone going to die? Because if someone's going to die, probably not a good idea. Don't do it, okay? Second one is anybody going to get hurt physically if I do this thing? Probably not a good idea to go ahead with it if someone's going to get hurt physically. And the third thing is anyone going to get hurt emotionally? You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or step on anyone's toes. So that's the only 3 things you need to worry about. Other than that, take action and get it done. And one thing I want to tell you is that being a perfectionist will only hold you back. And it's really sad because 99% of people will not take action. So you can be that 1%. And you can really, push yourself forward and take chances and take risks. I do it all the time. I always take risks, and usually it's worth it. Okay, so what I want to tell you is that you have the skills you need. You have the knowledge that you need. Everything you have inside of you is everything you need. And I don't know what your belief system is. I don't know if you believe in God or the universe, or heck, I don't even know if you believe in leprechauns. Whatever it is that you believe in, you must know that your life has a path and there is a reason why you're here. And no one will ever know about your true gifts if you don't just put yourself out there. So I encourage you to believe in yourself and to believe that you're already ready. I want to tell you something that my mom taught me, and my mom is an amazing woman, and she was in real estate for 25 years, and she's a real go-getter, and she built her business. She was a single mom, and she just worked really, really hard. And she taught me this thing about competence. And she basically explained to me that when you're learning to drive a car, you don't know at all how to drive a car. At the very beginning, you have no clue what you're doing. You have what's called unconscious competence. That's not right. Hang on. Unconscious incompetence. You actually don't know what you don't know. So you're unconsciously incompetent at driving a car. Makes sense, right? Because you don't know how to drive the car. So as you learn to drive the car, you learn a little bit, a few skills, then you have what's called conscious incompetence. In other words, you're aware that you're incompetent at driving the car. So then you learn a little bit more how to drive the car until you have what's called conscious competence. You know how to drive the car, and then you know that you know how to drive the car. Now, as years go by, let's say when I drive a car now, and I've got my own 3 kids and maybe 3 more extra kids in the back of my car, and they're all talking about their day, and I'm thinking about a grocery list, I don't have to think, okay, red light, stop, turn on turn signal, turn right. I don't have to do any of that because I have what's called unconscious competence. So I'm telling you that you also have unconscious competence when it comes to your industry, knowing what you know about your business, your job, your skills. You already have it there. It's inside of you. You're already unconsciously competent, and you don't even know it because it's unconscious. So don't worry about it. You just have to tell yourself, you can do this. You do know more than your target market. So you already have it in you. One thing to remember is that good enough is good enough. I can tell you when I click stop on my iPhone, this is just going to be good enough. It's going to be good enough. Some people might not like it. Some people might like it. It's all I can do. I'm just going to put it out there and see what happens. One other thing I want to mention, that in Native American culture, the best bead workers will often stitch in an error into their beadwork because they believe that only the divine is perfect. So there you go. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody expects you to. So how do you start taking imperfect action? I hope you don't take offense by this, but I have to tell you, you need to stop waiting for people to approve you and admire you and love you. You know what? They already do. You just don't realize it. So don't worry about that, because I can guarantee you that when you start putting yourself out there and taking imperfect action, they will approve you and love you and admire you. They already do. Just take action and make stuff happen. You need to stop waiting, and you just need to go for it and take imperfect action. Because, if you're standing still, let's say you're standing right here and you want to get here, okay? Ooh, big hand. What happens is if you take one step forward, you may go totally, or here, you may go in the wrong direction, right? But at least you can change your course, and you can go a little bit this way and a little bit that way and a little bit this way and finally get to where you want to go, right? You can course correct if you're moving forward. But if you're standing still, nothing's ever going to happen. You're just there, going, why isn't good stuff coming my way? Because you're not moving. You got to move forward, okay? Just take imperfect action. And the best thing to learn in life is that there is no such thing as failure. There honestly is no such thing as failure. Taking imperfect action helps you to be able to look back on risks that you've taken and things that you've done and learn from it. And, to realize that where you've gotten and the opportunities that have come your way are a result of the actions that you've taken. And if you start doing things quickly and stop getting paralyzed by making everything perfect, then even more opportunities will come your way. So the last thing I want to say is that you will fail sometimes, but I promise you, you pick yourself up, you keep trying, and you will succeed more often than you fail. That's my presentation for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click like on Facebook if you can. If you're watching this on Facebook, put a comment below if you can, and help me spread this message. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.